Press record. This should be live. Right, everybody, welcome to another TRB success interview. And this is part two of my client and good friend now, Chris White, who I think it's been about a year since we first connected.
Yeah.
And it's been quite the transformation. So do you just want to give a bit of background on you for people who don't know you and like try and describe and give some context to what your situation was 12 months ago?
Cool. Yeah, so I am originally from England, but I live in Portugal. And I kind of traveled around. I used to be a holiday rep and then a chef at the same time. And then I got into property, moved to Portugal, had a fairly successful company, had some good mentors, and then I made a big mistake. I hit all my goals, and I kind of petered off. I suppose well, if I'm honest about it, I got some money, thought that was enough, relaxed after COVID. COVID kind of messed with my head, if I'm honest, and basically took a year off, got really depressed, put some weight on, smoked too much, drank too much, ate too much. And then luckily I saw that picture of you and had a phone call with you. And that's when it all started to change.
We just go back to when you climbed that mountain, because I can relate to this. It happened to me as well. You climb the mountain of you've achieved your goals, like, and then what happens from there? Things just start to avalanche, don't they? Because you're like, I've lost my sense of direction. Where do I go from here, kind of thing.
Yeah,
So,
so I mean, a big thing for me as a kid, because we grew up with no money. So I always wanted enough money. I wanted a house. I've got two children myself. And I just wanted financial security. And as soon as I got financial security and didn't need to go to work, I just didn't do anything. And I felt really lost, really lost. It was a dangerous place to be in.
and then you've got to fill that time with something, haven't you?
Yeah, I filled it with drinking,
Yeah.
drinking,
Which,
eating.
what do you think's been the biggest breakthroughs for you in the past 12 months?
I think the biggest breakthrough from the start was trusting you because I didn't know you. And I remember we had one quick phone call and I was jumping on a plane and I didn't have much time to speak to you. And then I put off speaking to you for about 2 months. And it's actually trusting someone because you're putting a lot of faith in someone. You're going to show your vulnerability, which is it really scared me. And you're a bit younger than me. I was kind of thinking at the time, what am I going to learn? And luckily, you had some guns on you. I thought, get some guns, and and then finally we connected. And then it was slow at first. I thought, is this going to be you telling me what to eat, you telling me what to do? And I remember being halfway through the program and making that phone call to you. I was at Sheffield train station. I'd just eaten a big sandwich. I felt like giving up. And you went, be fine. Just get going. Keep going. And that's what I needed. And it wasn't so much a kick up the arse. I just needed some encouragement. And, you know, me, I'm not great with counting calories. I'm terrible with it. I don't even know. And I used to be a chef. It's ridiculous. But I don't know that. I don't understand that. It's a different language to me. And you helped me navigate through that, which was really helpful.
Yeah, I think most people's downfall is this: they're trying to be perfect, don't they? And then as soon as they slip up or haven't been on plan, it's like, oh, I fucked up kind of thing, which it's not sustainable, that kind of mentality, is it? The all or nothing approach. You've got to have balance, especially for a man who travels the world like you are non-stop.
I love to go fast.
Just like yesterday, skydiving with your team.
Yes, that was like the cherry on the top. It was like, I've lost 15K, I've quit smoking. I still have a beer occasionally, but I no longer, my friends call it the lizard man, where you have too many beers and you fall over. And I never used to fall over. Probably that's a bit extreme. Used to when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I just don't do that anymore. And now life is so much better. It's so much more fun. And I'm not stressed anymore. So it's really cool.
One thing I want to pick up on, I watched you and your son on our last coaching call, I think it was last week, and just seeing how you interacted with him. You got him to jump into your swimming pool, didn't you? It's like wake him up. And just to see the encouragement, like you probably weren't as present as that like a year ago, where I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but I just like, wow, that is really inspiring to get your son to to jump in and go after what he wants. And then you recorded this video on YouTube together, and it was like you were naturals at it. And like, he's
He
going to be a
showed me.
star. He's going to be a star.
He is. He is.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
said to me, he went, cool. I went, do you want to, it was a little thing. I went, do you want to go to school or do you want to come to work with me? And he went, yeah, what are you doing? And I went, I'm doing my first ever YouTube video on my own. And I was like that. I was nervous. He went, yeah, go on then. And he's 14, so he's just, he's lived off YouTube. And we got to the hotel to film, and he went, go on then. And I thought he wasn't watching me. And I said, you've got to do this in a minute, will we? He went, yeah, I know what to do. And then he took full control. And I was just blown away. The guy doing the filming, he went, how many times has he done this before? I went, it's his first time. It's my first time. It's his first time. He went, no, he's done this before. He was just blown away. And he had the best day of his life. He really enjoyed that. And I had the best day of my life.
Got to get that confidence from somewhere. And it's because you're pushing them to go for things, That's what I believe anyway.
Yeah. And you gave me the confidence.
There you go. So it's one big cycle.
One big circle.
How's this impacting the business? Obviously, you're having huge success at the minute. So can you talk about that? So you're now the leader in your company again. You're showing up. People can feel that. They want to perform better. So can you talk about that?
Yeah. I mean, the turning up is just fantastic. The team are so happy. I mean, they were happy to jump out the plane with me yesterday. And they were just big smiles. I thought, they're going to be a bit afraid. And I'm like, well, if you're doing it, we're doing it. I was like, oh my God, I've got to go first. And all the way up in the plane, they sat me at the front because I'm the littlest guy as well. So littlest one goes first. And I suppose the most confident, they don't want somebody who's on that plane stalling and backing everyone up. So all the way up, I was just like, yes, we're doing it. Yes, come on, Rennie. He was like my number 2 sat next to me. It's like, come on, Rennie. And you could see him drifting off a little bit and that little voice coming in his head. And I would just get him to focus again. Be like, yes. We clap of the hands because we just touch him on the leg and he's naturally smiling. So just smiling. And then all of a sudden you get to the edge of the plane and it's like, and you're out. And then I wanted to land really quick. I told the guy, go, go, go. I wanted to land and then just make sure everyone else is safe. So you create a safe environment for your staff and they've flourished. They're looking after their clients better. They're doing something that I call raving fan culture. So the clients now are feeling better looked after. The staff themselves have started losing weight. They've started training. A load of people starting to quit smoking. I realised I'm the one who caused them to smoke. I used to sit outside and get drunk with them at the office. We don't do that anymore. We still connect, but it's on a different way.
Yeah.
And then if we put it into monetary value, this year we was on target to, in turnover, we was probably going to turn over about, I would say, 6 million. And now we're on target to do 20. It's insane. Really insane. And when I say 20, if we push it a little bit more, because we've got the skill set, we've got the mindset, if we push it a little bit more, I know we can do 25. Which is crazy. And the profit off the back of that is fairly good. So profit on the back of that will turn the company into easily it was always a 12 million business. Now it'll go to easily 25.
And that all starts with you. Then you lead, people follow.
Yes.
Explosion.
I was worried about telling you that. I thought I was going to ask me for a few quid.
No. Commission. So let's conclude with, if there's a man who was in your shoes watching this right now in a bit of a rut, feels a bit lost, what would be your advice to this guy from where you've come from?
I think for me, it was knowing what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to lose a bit of weight because I thought, oh my God, the missus isn't going to stay with me. The kids are not going to listen to me. And I was really bad. I was just sulking. So my advice would be reach out, at least just make that first contact. It was a struggle for me to make that first contact and make the time to speak to you. And you're a nice guy. So if you have that initial 20-minute call, 30-minute call, then just do that 20, 30-minute call. Don't make up any preconceived ideas. You can get out of working with you whatever you want. Like for me, now, if I'm honest, the weight loss is second. You know, I'm getting everything else out of it. The weight loss is easy now. It's really easy.
It's a side effect of what you do, isn't it? Weight loss at the end of
Yes,
the day. Yeah.
definitely. So the best advice I would be is reach out, just do that 20, 30-minute call. What you got to lose? But you got everything to gain.
Yeah. I think that's when you actually get on that first call informal, it's like, shit, this is real. I have got problems and I'm going to face them now rather than just keep running away. You agree?
Yeah. I remember doing that first call with you, and I drove because I thought, I don't want to do it at home. I don't want to do it at the office. I'll drive to the beach. And I put you up on my dashboard. I barely knew how to use Zoom. I still don't know how to use Zoom. And I just talked to you. And then at the end, you went, I'll help you. You've got to pay me some money. I went, how do I know you won't run off with money?
Yeah.
And I don't think I was really asking that. I was more asking, how do I know you're going to help me? And you just went, I'll help you. Be fine.
Yeah. No one had ever said that to me at that point. So, yeah. But you took the plunge and we've changed your life. So, all good.
Thank you, Willie.
Right. We'll probably come back to this later in the year with a part 3 because we're still got some room for improvement. Once we hit that 65 kg, we'll put a nice before and after of you absolutely chiseled. And then we'll come back with some more revelations of this journey. Sound good?
Thank you, Chris. And my wife says thank you. She's happy.
Happy days. We're all happy. Right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Catch you in the next one.